Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Snow and today I will be doing an unboxing of new art supplies. I know in this channel I have been using my iPad a lot, but I also like to use traditional mediums like watercolors, and I have been wanting to try oil pastels for a long time. I got all the 72 colors and they come in a big box with 2 pamphlets. The first one shows all the colors. I will be swatching them later. The second one, I guess, is about the history of Sennelier's pigment making, which I think is pretty cool to watch. Not just oil pastels, but oil sticks, watercolors, soft pastels, gouache, etc. Now, I have actually made a video with oil pastels before. I tried some cheaper ones, but honestly it wasn't a great experience. You can see that video here. But I am sure this will be different because the reviews on these ones are really good and they are supposed to be premium grade. I will be swatching the colors to see what they actually look like. I'm using a mixed media paper here because of the grain. When I did my research, I learned that you're supposed to use paper with some soot in it so the pigments stick properly. And even just swatching, the colors are incredibly vibrant and they are very soft to work with. They just glide like butter on the paper. Definitely not like the other ones, which were honestly not very easy to work with. I'm putting numbers on the swatches because it can get confusing telling the colors apart, especially with the darkest shades. I won't bore you with all the 72 swatches. I'll just keep going and move on to try some new techniques I saw in tutorials like blending and few other techniques. First of all, they cover a pretty big area, so I think I might have trouble with details, but they blend really well. I think this is just how oil pastels are supposed to behave. It's so smooth, like blending butter actually. One thing to note is that oil pastels don't dry, which is really different from watercolors, and I will get used to that. I am using my finger to blend here. I know I probably should be using tools, but I really like using my hands. That's the beauty of traditional media. You can feel the texture of the paper and you can feel that you're actually creating and building something. In the end, I used the stamps to see what the blending outcome would be. It was not very different from my finger, but it keeps my fingers clean. Another little technique I tried is scratching through a darker color to let the lighter color underneath show through using this color mixer. And I think that I could try this on a drawing or on a concept drawing sometimes. Now, I am sorry about the video quality. I filmed this at night and the lighting was not very great. The sketchbook is about 180 grams. It didn't do well with watercolors and I hope it will do well with these pastels. And sorry, I had already started the sketch before I remembered to film, so you're joining me a bit late here. If you haven't guessed, this is Mau Mau's sketch that I transferred from an iPad sketch I did before. The big mistake here is the sketchbook was too small. The surface should be a bit wider and I had some trouble with details. This is very experimental and I am using lots of different colors. I'm having fun here to get the green of her hair. what I really wanted to try with oil pastels is that magical painterly style where all the colors just blend together and give you this abstract but not too sharp look to the drawing. It's a style that I have always wanted to achieve and to experiment with, and I have been trying to figure out how. But honestly, up until now, the experience is really good. I love the vibes that it gives and what I could achieve with them. And again, I have to be annoying, but the colors just glide so smoothly when I blend and when I add color on color. As you can see, it's definitely not like watercolors for me, because watercolors are the first traditional media that I have tried beside pencils. Watercolors, you go from light to dark, and here I can go from dark to light and I can blend on top of other colors. I'm pushing the shadows a little toward the blue side, and I am improvising as I go, because to be honest, I don't really know what to expect and I kinda don't know what I am doing, but I am enjoying it, and experimenting is what sketchbooks are for. This is not an art book. A little note is that the experience is very calming and therapeutic. I can feel my stress just go away when I have been coloring with them. Maybe next time I'll do a layer of watercolors first, so that I don't get those white gaps where the paper shows through. You can see at the beginning how careful I am. It feels like I might break the sticks, but they don't break, obviously. They're just so smooth, and I was a little afraid to use them at first. I am blending the rosy color here as a blush on her face, trying to give it some dimension in that very small area. If I ever make a spot too dark, I can always go back and over it with the skin tone I used earlier to balance things out. Overall, I am really enjoying this. Maybe next time I won't draw a face, maybe some objects, food or something else easier, so that it can relax me more and not be as stressing. I do like the outcome I am getting though, even though I struggled a little bit with the details, and this is the painterly style I wanted to achieve. And next time I might use a bigger sketchbook if I want to draw a face, or I could just use this one and not worry about it. I was really having fun trying to get the right skin tone with these different shades and lights, and it makes everything look very multi-dimensional and very colorful. The only downfall so far, as you can see here, is that I can't draw precise lines, but that's kind of the style I am going for anyway. The mouth area and the eyes were very tricky. It was too small and it felt like I did no effort drawing them and detailing them. She's supposed to be wearing a kimono, so I try to keep her color palette intact, her iconic green and violet in her clothes. Honestly, I think I will be using these a lot again, maybe even more than watercolors, because it just felt so easy to grab them and start coloring without needing to prep my desk, get water or set everything up. For the background, I kept the strokes soft. I never pressed too hard, which gives me time to blend and correct as I go the coloring. The color blends more easily when you build up the pigment gradually. That's one of the main things I learned from this first session. I'm going for a garden-like background, and I know I skipped it, but I kept blending the blues and the greens for a garden-like feel, and it was so satisfying to blend all of this with my fingers. The one thing with this medium is that I really can't get precise lines no matter what. The eyebrows and the eyes, I couldn't go too detailed, which is normal, and since the sketchbook is so small, her features ended up a bit tiny, but I am very happy and very satisfied with the outcome so far. I will definitely be using these more, and you will definitely be seeing more drawings with them on the channel. I have actually been trying to achieve this kind of painterly style on iPad too. You can see that in some of my other drawings, especially the Zelda one. If you have any suggestions on what I should draw with them, not just anime or games, maybe environments, landscapes, sceneries, I am open to trying new things and expand my knowledge, so please let me know in the comments below. So this is the last outcome, and I have to let you know that at the very end I used a fixative spray so that the drawing doesn't transfer to the next page in the sketchbook, because I hope to fill it sometime soon. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any suggestions on what I should draw next, whether with these or on my iPad using Procreate, please leave a comment below, and see you soon.